Welcome to Middle Class Matters, Business News in English from Dr. CMA Allegation. Adani's response to Hindenburg Research Report on Adani stock manipulation and accounting fraud. Part number 10 continued. 40. Allegation number 32. In 2007, an Economic Times article described a deal whereby a brokerage controlled by Dharmesh Doshi, a fugitive associated with Ketan Parekh, bought shares in a pharmaceutical company for a BVI entity where Vinod Adani served as shareholder and director. What was and is the full extent of the relationship between Dharmesh Doshi and the Adani group, including Vinod Adani? 41. Allegation number 33. What is the explanation for a Vinod Adani entity receiving an alleged $1 million as part of a transaction with German capital, the brokerage entity previously run by Dharmesh Doshi, at the time a fugitive and wanted market manipulator? Common response. As already stated, all business transactions by the entities in the Adani portfolio are in ordinary course of our business, in compliance with all applicable laws, and have been fully disclosed as required. 42. Allegation number 54. Listed Adani companies have paid INR 63 billion to private contractor PMC projects over the past 12 years to help construct major projects. A 2014 DRI investigation called PMC Projects a dummy firm for Adani Group. Given that constructing major projects is Adani's business, is PMC Projects in fact just a dummy firm? 43. Allegation number 55. PMC Projects has no current website. Historical captures for its website show that it shared an address and phone number with an Adani company. Numerous employee LinkedIn profile shows that they work concurrently at both. Several expressed confusion at whether there was any difference. Is PMC Projects a mere dummy firm for Adani? 44. Allegation number 56. Newly revealed ownership records show that PMC Projects is owned by the son of Chong Ching Ling, the close associate of Vinod Adani mentioned above. Taiwanese media reports that the son is Adani Group's Taiwan representative. We found pictures of him literally holding an Adani sign at an official government event where he represented Adani. Once again, is PMC Projects a mere dummy firm for Adani as earlier alleged by the government? 45. Allegation number 57. If so, why hasn't either company reported its extensive dealings as being related party transactions as required? 46. Allegation number 53. What is the nature of Chong Ching Ling's relationship with the Adani Group, including his relationship with Vinod Adani? Common response. In August 2017, the adjudicating authority of DRI, which was the same authority who issued the show cause notice to Maharashtra Eastern Grid Power Transmission Limited, MGP, TCL and PMC Projects, dealt with this issue in detail and concluded that the allegations were false, holding that all the imports were genuine and being undertaken at arm's length. The authority further concluded that the value declared is correct and is not required to be redetermined. Even the appellate tribunal, CSAT, in appeal was upheld the order of the adjudicating authority and rejected the challenge from the Customs Department. These findings are also concurred by Indian income tax authorities. It can be clearly concluded that the allegation that PMC was managed and controlled by Adani portfolio through its entity MGP TCL is unsustainable for the reason that the price was arrived at arm's length. The question of MGP TCL influencing or controlling PMC is far-fetched, as both MGP TCL and PMC are not related. This can be referenced in sub-para 2 of para 26 at page 22 of the order of the appellate tribunal appended in annexure 8. This is an independent judicial process and has withstood scrutiny of challenge, and any allegations to the contrary are baseless. We have already responded above in details on the DRI investigations. 47. Allegation number 81. In 2019, the Singaporean entity Pan Asia Coal Trading won a coal supply tender floated by Adani Group. Pan Asia Coal Trading website provides no details on its coal trading experience, nor does it name a single individual associated with the company. Why did Adani Group select such a small firm for coal supply? What was the due diligence process that went into its selection? The transaction with Pan Asia has been clearly disclosed in the financials, and hence the attempts to suggest that these transactions need to be brought to light are absurd. When all relevant stakeholders have had access to this information for almost 4 years. In any event, the tenders floated by Adani portfolio entities have well laid out technical and financial qualification criteria for all prospective bidders, and any prospective bidder who meets the aforesaid mentioned conditions is eligible to participate in the tenders. 48. Allegation 82. Corporate records show that a former Adani Group company director was a director and shareholder of Pan Asia. Why didn't Adani Group disclose the potential conflict of interest in the transaction? This allegation stems from a complete misunderstanding by Hindenburg of the facts and what amounts to conflict of interest in bid documents. Hence, to clarify, no Adani company director was a director or a shareholder in Pan Asia at the time of or even close to the time of when the said bidding process was carried out. Hence, there was no conflict of interest, potential or otherwise, while dealing with Pan Asia for this tender. 49. Allegation number 48. In the same year as winning the coal deal in 2019, Pan Asia Coal Trading lent $30 million to a private entity of Adani Group, as per Singaporean corporate records. Why did a private company of the Adani family take money from a small single shareholder entity in Singapore? At the same time, its listed company was awarding a coal supply deal to it. This loan transaction has no link to the tender. We have been informed that the loan transaction has been carried out in compliance with applicable laws by the relevant parties. C. Misleading claims around offshore entities being allegedly related parties without regard for applicable law and standards. Misleading claims around the offshore entities being allegedly related parties without regard for applicable law and standards. Allegation number 4, 36, 37, 38 and 39 from the report are in reference to offshore entities. The queries make reckless statements without any evidence whatsoever and purely on unsubstantiated speculations without any understanding of the Indian laws around related parties and related party transactions. 50. Allegation number 4. What has been the full extent of Vinod Adani's role in the Adani Group to date, including all roles on deals and entities that have transacted with the Adani Group? 51. Allegation 36. How many entities is Vinod Adani associated with as either director, shareholder or beneficial owner? What are the names and jurisdiction of these entities? 52. Allegation 37. What are the full details of the Vinod Adani associated entities dealing with private and listed entities in the Adani empire? 53. Allegation 58. We found website for 13 Vinod Adani entities that seem like rudimentary efforts to demonstrate that the entities have operations. Many websites were formed on the exact same day and listed the same set of nonsensical services such as consumption abroad and commercial presence. What business or operations do each of these entities actually engage in? 54. Allegation 39. One of the websites for a Vinod Adani associated entity claimed we trade in services such as sale and delivery of an intangible product like a service between a producer and consumer. What does that even mean? Common response. Vinod Adani does not hold any managerial position in any Adani listed entities or their subsidiaries and has no role in their day-to-day affairs. As such, these questions have no relevance to the entities in the Adani portfolio, and we are not in a position to comment on your allegations on the business dealing and transactions of Mr. Vinod Adani. We reiterate that any transactions by the Adani portfolio companies with any related party have been duly identified and disclosed as related party transactions in compliance with Indian laws and standards and have been carried out on arm's length basis. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, please share to your friends for educating them on the investment practices. Thanks for watching.